Alright, welcome back folks for another F9 race. Today we are at Temple of Speed, Monza, and I don't have sound again, so we'll do that and it should be back, yeah. So, should be an interesting one. I mean, in F10, 3 days ago, it was a very good one, so I guess for F9 should be the same, even though I feel like the field is a bit more spread out in terms of speed and skills, but we'll see. I mean, Monza, you don't have that many corners, so I guess it should be a bit closer than usual. But yeah, we'll see. So, who's the first one on the track? That is Brendan, and I think there's already one guy that has spawned. I think that's Mad Scientist. Yes, at the second chicane. What's the name of that chicane though? I need the corner. I need a track map. So I guess Google is here for that. So it's Variante della Rogia. Alright, I won't say that, it's turn 4 and 5. But yeah. So Brendan is coming out of Parabolica, so I guess we'll stay on board, you know, just to have a lap around Monza. So into turn 1 you're gonna brake just before the 100-meter board. Lots of curb on the first apex. The second apex you don't really want to touch the curb on entry and exit, but you know. So end of sector 1, not that bad, at 25.9 to the first Lesmo, down 2 gears. Try to carry as much speed in without compromising the exit. Second Lesmo, same, but more focus on the exit, because long straight after that, under the bridge and into a scary. I think he could have gone slightly faster to that corner, but you know, took the inside curb in turn 10. I think it's easier to take it than on last year's game, but who knows, not sure about that. Into Parabolica, he takes the shortest run to the line and he does an 18.9, so that's, I'd say, a good benchmark. Clearly not the fastest lap we'll have. Jacob 8/10 down, so quite a big gap. Do we have any? Yeah, another beacon, a 20.2 but on mediums, and medium tires are not the best tires. I mean, you don't really want to start on that. But yeah, as I speak about tires, the strategy is fairly simple. Here at Monza, it's a soft to mediums, so you're gonna pit around lap between 9 and 13, I guess, something along those lines, and yeah, you go to the end on medium tires, so pretty standard, really. Who is about to cross the line? I think Cadbury Kai is about to cross the line, yes. He's gonna cut the beam, and that's a 19.4, and that's P4 at the minute. Not bad, purple third sector. We have Brendan, but he's gonna pit, I think. Everybody's gonna pit from now on. No, I think, is that, no, that was Matty. He kept going, and that's P8 for him, the 19.9. Yeah, so I guess the fastest lap of the session should be, I mean the pole time should be into the 18s, but I mean we are already into the 18s, so it's not a surprise. I'd say maybe like a 0.7, 0.6, you know, something like that. I don't feel we go like under the 18's 5. Clearly don't think it's. I think it's possible, but you really need to nail the lap. And at Monza, it's clearly not easy because you're traveling at such great speed that if you brake like 1 meter too late, you're not like you've done in that time. Like if you brake like let's say 1/10 later than you would normally do, then you've done maybe like 10 meters. So don't wanna do any calculation right now about traveling speed and distance, but and we have Josh complaining here on the Discord that an 18.9 is too fast for F9. I don't agree with this, gotta say. I really don't agree. I think it should be possible to go like at least 2 times slower than that, really. Like I've heard that the F1 guys are able to do 17's 5, so if you can do that. Oh, and another beacon has crashed into Curva Grande, which is extremely strange because I've never seen someone crash there. I mean, on your own, it's literally impossible to crash there, but at the start it's possible. I mean, everything's possible at the start, but crashing there on quali, I've never seen that before. Anyone on the lap? We have a Mercedes. Is that Jacati? No, that's not. That's Matt Santos, but he's gonna pit. Then we have Josh. Is he on the lap? Yeah, I think he is. Into a scary. Don't take too much curve. Oh, that was on the limit. But he's got it covered. It's the Parabolica. Bit wild, and yeah, that was pretty slow. Like you don't really wanna stay into fourth for too long. And actually, it was a fairly decent lap for F9 standards. So yeah, 19.1. I think it's easy to quicker than that. We'll see. Still 9 minutes to go into the session. Jagart is starting his lap, but I think we have Vivo Warm. No, he's only starting his lap, or has he? Yeah, he's only starting his lap. Is there anyone like at the end? No, I don't think so. We'll stay on board. I think Grumpy's on the lap and he's in front of all of them. So to the first Lesmo looked a bit slow, but could be wrong. Oh, that's wild. He lost a lot of time there, but so into Ascari, let's see, is it doesn't look like the best lap so far. I had to lift a bit into Ascari. A lot of braking boards missing into Parabolica, I see. Doesn't. I think he's not on the edge in terms of car control. Yeah, and that's P14 for Mr. Grumpy. Jacart has finished his lap. That's still P2. He might have improved, but he's still P2. So I think Catboy Kai starting his lap. Yes. Mad Scientist as well, but we have a Red Bull. I think that's not Adrian. That's special. He's spitting. is spotted. Adrian 6, currently P15. Pretty sure he can improve. The 22 is pretty slow. Cross the line, he goes, and that's gonna be much faster. Yeah, a 1 second improvement, and that's P4. Told you that his lap wasn't quick, and I was right. And all cars, pretty much all cars, are in sector 2, no sector 3. Jody, that's not Jody, that's HMFC, but his lap is not valid, so we'll skip that. Dalbeer behind him, he's still pushing, looks like. Oh, has he run out of fuel? It looks like it, yeah. Behind him we have Alex, is he pitting? No, he's still pushing. What can he do? Can he improve? And that's P1! 18.7, that's I think a good enough time for Paul, but we'll see if the others are able to improve on their laps. But it's a good lap, clearly. Do we have anyone else pushing right now? Matt Scientist went P2, didn't see that. 18.8. Not a bad lap either, really. Should I put the gaps on instead of the best laps? I don't think. Nah, I'll keep it with that, like that. So we have the two McLarens pushing. Are they giving each other slipstream? Oh, and Catboy Kai has messed it up anyway, so. But Jacob Reaper is still pushing, but he has a lot of ERS to use for someone who was on a push lap, and as we have yellow flags, but that's for his teammate behind him. He's gonna take the slipstream for the car in front. That's Alex, who's on the cool down lap. And across the line he goes, and that's 2 cents improvement, P8, not bad. So, Vettel, no, he's on an out lap, not pushing yet. HMFC out lap as well. So yeah, we'll look at. Or maybe is there one of the Renault on a push lap? No. So we're on board with out of Vettel, and I'm gonna put the live stream chat. I don't have it right now, so there we go. Alright, so is 1/10 up on his PB, so that is gonna be good for P9 if he doesn't improve the rest of the lap, but it doesn't look bad. No, it doesn't look bad really. It looks like a good lap from what I can see now. Oh, maybe not. No, he's improved. Purple sector 2. 2/10 up on his PB right now. There's people in front of him. Hopefully he's not gonna get blocked, but I don't think it. Nah, it's gonna be clear. Into Parabolica, it turns in a bit too early. I think not committed enough. Doesn't use all the track available on the exit, and across the line he goes, and that's a 3/10 improvement. Goes P9. So yeah, significant improvement, but only worth 1 position. I think Matti, B-Boy Warm only starting his lap, and HMFC finishing his lap, but invalid again from the Ferrari driver, and back into the pit. And GP Greenwood He's currently almost 4 seconds down. I think it's too slow for F11, my friend, so you need to improve, because it's not okay. Is there anyone about to cross the line? Ship me to retirement home. Yeah, probably. Nah. I haven't seen you lap, but I guess you made some big mistakes, because 22 it's like the first lap I did in time trial without a setup, like the first ever lap I did on the game. Not here, and has somebody improved? Don't really think so. But Josh on the lap is currently in P5, so we'll keep looking. The second chicane is up on his best lap. Takes a lot of curb, and that's what you gotta do to be quicker on Monza. You need to have a car that is very slippery in a straight line, and a car that goes well over the curbs. It looks like it's the case with his car, and he's getting a slipstream for Dalby. I mean, didn't gain a lot from that. Almost a 4/10 improvement, so really not a bad lap from Josh right now. Or takes a lot of curb, almost loses it, but surely lost a bit of time. And what is he doing? Has he aborted? Yeah, he has aborted. Mad Scientist has retired from the session, so he's not going to improve on this lap. I'm not sure if he crashed or... No, he retired in the pits. Looks like it. Alex starting his lap, the current pole sitter. Oh, that's broke very late into turn 1 and couldn't take enough curb on turn 1, and you absolutely need to take huge amount of curb into turn 1, so yeah, but it's only... oh, and that's too much curb on turn 4, and he's not in a very good place. Don't block in his driver, but I think no, that's not gonna be the case, so all fine right now. Brendan, I don't think he's the championship leader. I'm gonna have a quick look. Oh, and he's completely bent it. Grumpy retires. Jay Carty is entering Lesmo 2 as Adrian 6 goes P5. I think he was already P5, but you know, in doubt, I'll say that he went P5. Josh retired in the pits, I would assume. Or has he crashed? No, I think he's crashed. Has he crashed? Or has he... No, I think he's retired on track. What's he doing? Oh, my man. Can't do that. So JKT... Oh, he has invalidated his lap. Didn't see that. But yeah, so Catboy Kai then. Currently P7. I'm not sure if he's improving. But I guess we'll see. Parabolica doesn't take the shortest run to the line, so he's gonna lose a bit of time, and that's P1 for the McLaren driver and 18.7. So I told you the pole time would be an 18.7, and looks like my predictions are spot on right now. HMFC completed his only lap, and that's only good enough for P18. Well, I mean, it's pretty much last because GP Greenwood has done a very, very slow lap. So B-Boy Woom's the only one yet to cross the line, but yeah, he has supported his lap, so it's not gonna improve, and he's gonna start at the back of the pack. But, you know, it's Monza, so I think it's possible to, you know, to fight back to the front. So, quick look at the championship. So, Uberto Mancini, even though he's been promoted to F8, is still leading by 14 points. And then you have Brendan, Ties, who's been promoted as well. Then you have Nano Beacon. Nano Beacon is 23 points behind Uberto, and then Josh 29 laps behind Uberto, and then Gicati. That's the top 6 in the Drivers' Championship, and in the Constructors, that's Racing Point leading the way by 24 points. So big margin, but yeah, they've been the best team so far. Yeah, points for me. It's a dream. It's a dream, says HMFC. I think it's possible if you keep it like out of the chaos. So yeah, I'm seeing that question a lot on Discord, so I'm gonna answer it right now. You can use the toe of somebody else, but you can't give the toe if it's intentional. So like, let's imagine you have somebody on a cooldown lap, on like the exit after the exit of Ascari. He's slowing down to let you by. Then you can use his toe to go a little bit quicker, but you can't give the toe to somebody on purpose. That's the thing. Hards and pray for a safety car. Yeah, I wouldn't go on the hards, especially not at the start, because you won't get a good getaway. Matt Sant is pretty happy with his performance. I mean, it's first race, so I guess you can be proud of it, really. So let's have a look at the starting tires, and wow, what bit of a weird start. Like Brendan, I think Brendan, like, what happened? I'm not sure what happened, but Matt, yeah, Brendan looks like he wants to go full throttle already, but you know, warm up your tires and then go. I'm gonna quickly check the no, not the race director, not now. Come on, let me, yeah, the gameplay settings to see. Why is the AI on? Oh gosh, why is the AI on 110%? I hope it's a bug, because it was, yeah, it's supposed to be on 25%, but yeah, okay, why not? I mean, like, if somebody disconnects, then he's gonna be flying, because I don't think those guys are faster than the 110% AI. So yeah. So starting tires. Everybody on soft except for 3 people. I got Vettel starting P12, and HMFC and JP Greenwood P18 and P19 respectively. So yeah, I'm a bit surprised again that, you know, the guys like Jacob Reaper, Special B-Boy, and Dalby don't start on mediums, because I think the alternative strategy is just faster than, you know, the normal one. So yeah, I'm a bit surprised, but you know, if they can prove me wrong, then I won't complain. I'm gonna do a quick change on the camera settings. Can I change it though? That's the question. I don't think I can, so I won't do it. Because that's a cam I used to drive, but it's not the best for spectating. But yeah, grid reforming. My prediction for the win, nobody else has, but I guess, let's say Catboy Kai, even though I think Brendan has a very good chance. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So I think we're gonna get racing soon, and indeed. So that's a very bad camera angle. Okay, here we go. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and drive through for some drivers. And here we go then. Good start from Catboy Kai. Looks like, yeah, he's clear of Alex. Brendan stays P4, but oh, that's already going 2, 3 wide behind. Oh, that's already carnage. I can see it. Oh, what's happening at the back? 3 wide into cover grounded. That's gonna end badly. Oh yeah, goes onto the grass, but I think it's still going alright. Oh, a bit of carbon fiber flying around. Or Grumpy. Don't send in on the brakes. Avoid doing that, guys. But you know, Jacob Reaper, he's already 2 places up. HMFC, great start, but I think he jumped it, so that's why. And no change at the front of the pack, I don't think, at least. Oh, and B-Boy Worm, oh, losing a lot of places right now. It's been overtaken by Bowers, Special, and Nano Beacon now. But Nano Beacon is, yeah, scanning in. Oh, and B-Boy Worm releases the brakes a little bit too much. And one into the back on Nano Beacon. And I think Mr. B-Boy Worm is gonna try to go around the outside of Parabolica. That's not the best move. Oh, and he completely outbrakes himself, so. And I think he's retired. I think he's crashed, so. And that's a VSC. So drivers into the pits. That's Matty. Is that? I think that's just for. Yeah, that's a drive-through. That's for jumping the start. Let me have a quick look again. So many drivers having. Oh no, never mind. Only 3 drivers having jumped the start. That'll be Matty and HMFC. Alright. So Dalby has an. Oh no. He has pitted, but for something else, and he's on hards now. So. Yeah, we're not racing again. But yeah, Catboy is still leading in front of Alex and Brendan. Mad Scientist, I think, has lost out a bit. Do I have the grid? Yeah. So Mad Scientist switched place with Brendan. And we are racing again, green flags. So we have 5 drivers effectively out of contention right now. You can see it on the mini-map. Too far back from the rest of the pack, but you know, already big gaps. You can see that in the timing tower. Gears enabled. Are we on lap 2? Yeah, we are on lap 3, rather. I tried using the wheel and fucked and effed it up. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you gotta try it at some point. And Jegati looking for a move on his teammate, but they are losing tons of time by doing this. Look at the gap between Brendan and Mad Scientist. Already 3 seconds, so it's clearly not ideal to fight that hard so early into the race, unless, like, you know, you are faster than. Oh, and Mad Scientist doesn't give room to his teammate, and that's. Yeah, that's the end for Chikati, sadly, and yeah, that's Mad Scientist's fault, clearly. Oh, and that's so close. Look at that. I think he has damage, Mad Scientist. Can I see on that camera? I couldn't see it going too quick. I don't think he has damage. Looks to be a bit slow though. But look at that train behind them, and I think Josh has made the. Oh, and somebody's crashed. Who's that? That's Jody. And Adrian 6 must have spawned him, and that's a second VSC of the day. Yeah. So not that great of a start from a lot of drivers. And Grumpy, multiple warnings. How can you get warnings on the VSC? Like, I really don't understand. Like, I really don't understand. Like, you don't need to take curves, etc. So, yeah, I'm a bit. Oh, and Chikati gets 3 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. So, And we're back. Racing again. Catboy car already out of the DRS range of... Alex out of the DRS range of Catboy car, so he's clear in front. And then you have Brendan, who's gonna look to get into the DRS range of Alex. And then 5 seconds, a 5 seconds gap to Mad Scientist, which is a huge gap, especially after 4 laps, less than 4 laps. And there's a little train behind him actually. Now the beacon getting already a 3 seconds, but it's extremely easy to get warnings around that track, so I can understand. Oh, that's very wide from Josh. Completely missed the apex, he's gonna lose tons of time on the straights. But he has DRS, at least he's gonna use the overtake button, but he's not gonna go for a 1-2. Mad Scientist is way too far back. We will see a move further behind, I don't think so. And Matt is setting up the fast lap, 23.4. But those guys have been under VSC, so HMFC going on a move on JP Greenwood, and fairly easy. He gets him before the braking zone. So, and Josh, 3 seconds, and yeah, it's not. Oh, and Vettel, yeah, cutting the chicane. He got it wrong surely, and that's yet another warning, yet another 3 seconds added to his time. I think that's his first span, but not the first of the day. Oh, and Mad Scientist is getting overtaken by Josh. It really doesn't have the pace. Oh, and that's a very clumsy Ascari. It's gonna be a... Yeah, it doesn't have the straight line speed. What's happening to Mad Scientist? He's not giving a lot of space to Jacob Reaper as well. Look at that! Oh, slight contact. Yeah, Mad Scientist not showing the best of racecraft right now. He's gonna be overtaken easily, but look at that, the difference in straight line speed, it's absolutely mind-blowing. And I think even Special could have a look, is he gonna brake later than Jacob Reaper? No! Oh, that's close behind him though, look at that. They're almost pushing each other. Hasn't the beacon got wing damage? I can't see because of the rear ring. Let me see. Yeah, he has damage, Nano Beacon, he has damage. And I think JKT has crashed. I think he has crashed. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, he has crashed on Ascari. He's on hards anyway, but yeah, that his race is literally done, so. And I didn't see that, but Catboy Kai has lost out the lead. He's down into P3 right now. Has he done a mistake? I didn't see that. But yeah, I'm surprised I didn't see that. But they all within DRS range of each other, so JKT gets 3 seconds again. But you know, it won't change anything unless there's a safety car. Fastest lap for Alex. 22.5. Oh, Brendan. Looks like Brendan is much more comfortable on the brakes compared to Alex. Oh, and Alex not getting the best exit. He's using his overtake button, you know, to protect himself, but on Monza, like, leading the entire race doesn't mean you're gonna win it. Catboy Kai, 3 seconds, and who got the fast lap? I don't remember. Was that Nano Beacon? I really don't know. I really don't know. Don't think Catboy Kai is gonna be close enough now. But Brandon looks to have a very strong car on straight line speed. Goes a bit wide on the exit curve, but yeah, 3 tenths down and closing in, but it's not using his overtake button. 3 more seconds to Mad Scientist for corner cutting or trucking standing, or both, who knows. But yeah, I think Alex is gonna lose out the lead to Brendan. Matty is 3 more seconds. Not easy. And that's the lead for Brendan in the racing points. Is he gonna win his 3rd race in a row? That's the question. And I think he's probably the only driver who uses the inside curb on turn 2, which is surprising because I wouldn't use it, and I don't use it. So, yeah. Now, I'd like to know if Alex and Cowboy Kai are able to stay with Brendan right now. I've seen some people in the F9 chat complaining about him, like saying he's a bit too quick for F9. I don't think he's too quick. I think he's certainly quick. Too quick, maybe not. Like last week, I think Josh could have won it, but he just wasn't on the right strategy. And Alex, and Brendan has crashed, and he's out of the race, and so is Catboy Kai. No, Catboy Kai is still leading. He's still in the race. Oh no! I didn't see that coming. I think and that's the 3rd VSC of the day. Huh? What's everybody doing? Oh no! And they've created a mess. No, I think they've created a mess. Or is it back? I don't really know. But everybody's slowing down behind them, so I really don't know what's happening. And now Alex is gonna be leading the race, and Special getting 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. Okay, a bit strange. Don't know what. And Reback Racing, and Matt Sant is gonna lose out 1 more place. Yeah. Oh no, never mind. He's not. He has far better straight line speed than Matty. But look at that, that's cluster of cars. And that's Nano Beacon in front. But look at the gap between P1 and P2 now. There's 10 seconds and Alex is faster than Josh, so... Like saying that Brandon is too fast for F9 is probably not true then. Clearly bend it, and that's something you wouldn't see from a guy that is much better than the other drivers in the same league. So yeah. Oh, and we have the rev glitch on Vettel's car. You love to see it. It's been in the game for like 2-3 years, but yeah, not fixed yet. They don't need to fix glitches at Codemasters anyway, so. And Josh goes into the pits. I mean, doesn't have huge amount of things to lose, so I guess that's probably the best decision. I mean, no, not really, because if there is a safety car now, his race is down. It's done, basically, so. And he's got a nose change. I think he's been there, just like a lot of drivers. And so Jacob Reaper is like only 2-3 seconds behind him now? Don't really know. And Matt's... Oh, well, no, that's not Matt Scientist's cars, is it? No. But yeah, look at the gap now between P1 and P2. That's 26 seconds. I've never seen a gap that big after 10 laps. And then Vettel is in P3, but remember, he's on medium tires, so... that rev glitch is disgusting, really. And I don't think I can clearly... I don't think I can fix that in any way, but anyway, Alex pitting. He's gonna go onto medium tires, but you know, and I think he's gonna go out of the pits and he's gonna be still leading when he comes out of the pits. We'll see that, but yeah, he's gonna be clearly leading again. Another Beacon might pit, and he does pit. Vettel won't pit, but he is still P2, so Alex still leading after doing his pit stop, so I guess if he doesn't crash, he's gonna win easily. So if you listening to me, Alex, just keep another track. Don't need to do anything else, because the next car on the stream strategy than you is Josh, and Josh is 15 seconds down the road, so yeah, you have literally nothing to do. Do you have any battle there? HMFC starting P18, I think, yeah, P18. Having jumped the start, is now in P4, but he still needs to pit, obviously. Yeah, Catboy Kai is now behind his teammate as well, after crashing at the same corner than Brendan in the same lap as well, but he was a bit... oh, and that's a very bad Ascari from HMFC. Matty, 3 more seconds again, so he's clearly not enjoying this track, I can tell you that. But yeah, HMFC, yeah, he doesn't seem extremely confident. But, you know... oh, and Josh actually is close to JP Greenwood, is gonna easily overtake him. Is it me or... no, I thought that Greenwood would defend that, but just looks like he has a good car in terms of 3.9 speed, which is very handy at Monza, obviously, but he has to manage his fuel, because you can see like the little yellow icon on its HUD, so yeah, it's a bit surprising to be like in negative fuel target now and at Monza, because you need to use that rich mix a lot, so you need like at least three extra laps, I'd say, and yeah, he's gonna lose out to Jacob Reaper much faster. Look at that, the difference in straight line speed is huge. But yeah, anything happening behind? I think, yeah, maybe, yeah, Bowers could have a look on special now. I mean, not now, but the next couple of corners or laps, don't really know, we'll see. But there's a little train behind Matty, who's only like 1.3 seconds down on Mad Scientist. So, and Grumpy Pets, wait, is he gonna come out? And he's gonna come out right in the middle of that real train, and he's in front of Special. Oh, Special didn't, you know, didn't take Grumpy into consideration when braking, with the looks of it. So he's lost out bits of time, and that could be costly, because Bowers, I think he wanted to go for the move, but realized that it was a bit too far back and stayed behind. I mean, decided to stay behind. Anything happening now? Because oh, Nano Beacon is gonna overtake Matty, and he's later on the brakes. So, and Nano Beacon is gonna send Matty right into the wall, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna need to have a second look at that when Matty's gonna probably report that, because yeah, he has pitted like 2 laps ago, and he's gonna need to pit again because he doesn't have a front wing. Well, he's lost a big, yeah, he's lost like all the flaps on the left hand side, so he's gonna pit surely. Yeah, that carries on the steering like crazy, so he's gonna pit, and he's surely gonna report that. And I need to have a look later in the night. But yeah, Alex leading, 8 seconds clear of Vettel, but Vettel still needs to pit. HMSC 3 more seconds, as it took his time. Yeah, I'm gonna put Gaps to leader, because yeah, so you can see like the massive gaps between Alex and pretty much everybody else. I mean, in a net P2 is currently Josh, and he's 17 seconds down the road. 17, that's a huge gap. And I think the gap is increasing, so Alex is faster than the fastest man on track right now. And Catboy Kai overtaking JP Greenwood, and as he's been there, yeah, don't rejoin the track. Okay, no, that was a good rejoin actually. But he's gonna lose out to Mad Scientist, I would assume, on that straight. Like, I don't think Mad Scientist needs to use the Soviet button. He's gonna use it a bit, don't make contact with each other! Oh, and that's very close, but I think he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. Okay, a bit strange of an exit from those two guys, so like taking a, like the line you'd take if it was wet or you know, something like that. But that was very close to contact, but oh, that's a very bad second chicane from JP, and he's gonna lose out massively. Yeah, he's letting everybody through, clearly. Thinking about safety first. But I'm gonna put the intervals back. So fastest lap for Grumpy right now, 22.2. Oh, oops. That's not what I want to do. And HMFC is getting overtaken by Josh even before the start line. And yeah, he's not gonna defend that. As either Vettel goes into the pits, and it looks like HMFC doesn't want to give it up. He brakes later, but what's the point, mate, of braking that late? Like, you're just losing time, it's pointless, come on. Like, you're not in the same race, so why would you bother racing against Josh? Like, it doesn't make sense. Let him through, don't lose time. You're just losing time by doing this. Yeah, but Josh is gonna get him into the second chicane. And Vettel is on soft, and Bowers has crashed out, and that's a safety car. So actually HMFC is gonna be the big winner now. He's gonna pit at the end of this lap. And yeah, look at Alex, he's gonna be so sad. He had a 22 seconds gap almost, and now his gap is gonna be reduced to nothing. So gonna feel for the guy. He had a free win, and now he has to do it all again. So he can thanks Boris for that. So it's the first safety car after 3 virtual ones. So yeah, lots of things happening that race, some very interesting things. And Josh is gonna pit. He's gonna pit. I think that's the best solution. I think everybody's gonna pit for new softs, and it's gonna be a sprint to the end. Like the guys at the back. Yeah, so Matty has already pitted. Yeah, they can overtake the safety car. Yeah, they're waiting for the leader. Dalbeer is on mediums, and some people haven't pitted. So Grumpy hasn't, Matt Huntis hasn't, and same for Nanny Beacon. So those guys, they're on fresh-ish mediums. But yeah, they're gonna be much slower than the guys behind them. And the big winners of that safety car are Vettel and HMFC. Like HMFC is in a net P6 after starting P18, so I mean, not bad, clearly not bad. And yeah, so it's gonna be like a 9 laps shutout, something like this. Could have. Don't think the safety car will come in at the end of this lap. No. So we've got at least one more lap, if not 2, on the safety car. So I think it's the time to check the penalties. So Alex, I think Alex doesn't have any. Yeah, he only has one warning, so not bad. Meanwhile, Grumpy has loads of pens, three pens. Mad Scientist has no pen yet, not bad. Nanny Beacon has one pen only. Vettel has two, and I won't remember the rest. Ari has one. I thought he would have two, but no, he only has one. Okay. So that's 0 for Alex, 2, 0, yeah, 0. 1 or 2. 1, 2. Yeah, I won't remember that, so let's give up. Oh yeah, Alex clearly leading the way then. And Grumpy is gonna lose huge at the end of the race. I mean, he's not on the best tires, first of all, and then, yeah, he has 9 seconds of pen, and, like, it's gonna be a close end to race, so 9 seconds is gonna be huge. Then Mad Scientist, I think he still have a chance at a podium finish. It's gonna be more difficult for Nano Beacon, but I think it's still possible, so we'll see. I'm gonna have a second look at the championship to see who would be the big winner for that. So Nano Beacon, not on. Shikati, oh, can you get warnings of the safety car, my man? I don't get it. Like, you don't need to push, like, you're gonna catch them up fairly easily, so I really don't see you could get pens. So Josh is in P8. Yeah, we still have another lap of safety car conditions, so I'm gonna quickly check how many warnings does Josh have. Pens, but he doesn't have any, so actually he might get some really good points at the end of the race. We'll see. But yeah, being 5th in the championship, I mean Brendan has retired and won't score any points therefore. But yeah, I mean, Nano Beacon is not in a great position. I mean, he's P4, yes, but he doesn't have the best tires. He has one pen. Yeah, he has one pen, yeah. So, I mean, he might lose out quite a lot. We'll see. Really. And then JKT is P12, so yeah, and B-Boy, he has retired. Bowers, he has retired as well, he goes that safety car. Then you have Ella Patrick, he has left the league, and then in 10th place in the championship you have Vettel. Only standings are only, I'm gonna redo it, only sitting on 17 points, which is almost 30 down on Brandon, so we've clearly had some huge domination in this F9 season, and yeah, we often have one driver like winning everything, and then you have all the rest like kind of like spreading out. But Alex is actually in P11 of the championship, having scored 15 points right now. So, but I mean, he's missed the four first rounds, so that's why. And we're gonna go racing again. Don't think we've seen any contact on the safety car. Nano Beacon! Don't overtake him before the line! Don't overtake him before the line! Don't do it! Don't do it! Oh, and he's making contact. What is this, mate? And he's crashed. And he has crashed. Alright. Didn't see that one coming, but Alex is under attack from Grumpy, but he's been shoved on the grass. The gravel, should I say, and yeah, Nano Beacon's retired, so it's not gonna be a good race, and Grumpy not leaving enough space for Mad Scientist. What is this, guys? Come on! Oh, and HMFC is just been allied. I mean, somebody might have sent him into that position, but yeah, I'm not a fan of the racecraft scene in that race. Like, people not leaving each other enough space, especially Grumpy and Mad Scientist there. That was way too close for comfort. And Mad Scientist, has he been there or something? I think he's got an extremely bad exit. Look at that. Catboy Kai could look for a double move onto Special and Mad Scientist at the same time, and Mad Scientist is completely outbraked himself. Look at that, same for Special. What happened? What just happened? Adrian 6 is back into the points and Special has to pit. What's happening? It's complete chaos. So Alex is now back into the lead. He's 1 second clear of Grumpy. Vettel is 2 seconds further back of Grumpy as we have yellow flags, and Special, I think Special has retired into the pits. JP Greenwood has retired into the pits as well. So many retirements, I can't keep it up. Matty close to Mad Scientist, but they all have lost on massively. But you can clearly see that Alex is, you know, running away with the race victory again. Grumpy losing way too much time on those used mediums, and Vettel catching up quite quickly. And then you have Josh, and he almost lost it, but kept it on the track and under control. But yeah, they don't have huge amounts of ERS remaining. But what a race that is! It's complete chaos. Alex fastest lap 21.7, and I think he's gonna keep it. Now Catboy Kai looking for a move on to his teammate. DRS is now enabled. Of course they don't have it right now. Oh, and they're not leaving a lot of space between each other again. Oh, and Catboy Kai locks up. He was late on the brakes, but couldn't make it. Matty has overtaken Mad Scientist at the back. Yes. Catboy Kai is gonna look for revenge. Josh not gonna make it. But yeah, those guys are fighting for position. They are on the same type strat, so there's no point in letting one of them pass. But what a race that is. Vettel clearly into Grumpy's DRS. He's much faster, look at that. He's already gained 2 turns. And he now has the slipstream anyway. Catboy Kai might go. No, I don't think he needs to go for a move. He's gonna have the DRS on the next straight. So, and Mad Scientist has retired. He has crashed. Will we have another VSC or safety car? I really don't know. I hope not, because it's such a great race. I don't want to have a second start. So, Catboy Kai, I think he's made it work, and he's up into the top 5. Adrian 6, meanwhile, into the top 7. Oh, and that's loads of curb, and that's too much curb indeed. 3 seconds for the Red Bull driver, but he's into the top 7 right now, and oh, a bit of grass for Jacob. But look how close it is for the second, I mean for the last 2 spots on the podium, because Alex is literally running away with victory. So yeah, can Vettel go for a move on to J-Karting to Ascari? I don't think he's gonna be. He's closing in quick, but thinks better of it. And behind him, Josh is putting loads of pressure, but not enough. He's not close enough. Matty, 3 more seconds. How many pens is he on? And not the best exit from Grumpy, but he's gonna start to struggle on those tires. And Vettel is gonna probably go for a move, but no! Grumpy's pulling away, and Josh might actually go for a move on to Vettel. But he's too far back, can't do it. So it's gonna be Catboy Kai closing the gap up. Yeah, look at that. But I think the race victory is out of the window for everybody else. Look at that. Like, Grumpy is doing a very good job at holding everybody up, but he has, as we've seen, 9 seconds of penalties. So if we put the gap to the leaders, and he's gonna be overtaken by Vettel, I feel like now they're going under the bridge into Ascari, and no, Grumpy stays in front, but he gets his 4th pen of the day. His 4th pen. That's 12 track limits related warnings. 12. That's huge. And Catboy Kai looking very angry in those last few laps. Oh, and I think he's gonna easily overtake Josh. He has more ears than Josh. Look at that. Josh doesn't have any ears to play with. He's on 0%, and Catboy Kai is still on 12. And it's sitting up at the front. Catboy Kai locking up slightly, but doesn't make contact with Vettel. Oh, and Vettel might actually go for a move into Cava Grande. But Grumpy is still faster in a straight line. And they're closing in behind every time under braking, because Grumpy is holding them up. Or I don't know if it's Vettel, you know, being extremely cautious. I really don't know, but that's... Oh, and Vettel, that's a bit wide. He's not gonna be able to go for a move on to Grumpy now. Will we have any move behind? I don't think so. But Vettel, oh, that's loads of curbs. That too much curb. That's 3 seconds. Look at that behind. Grumpy is not gonna be overtaken right now. Might be on the front straight. Looks like a good exit from Vettel. Can he make it work this time? Because Grumpy is so quick on the straight line. He's literally pulling away on the straight line. And he doesn't have DRS. What rings is he running? 2-2 or something? But Catboy Kai goes into P3. Huh? Didn't see that coming. And Josh, 3 more seconds. That's some tasty action. I love it. I really love it. But actually, it might be Vettel running lots of wings. That's why he is so slow in a straight line. Let's see if Grumpy can hold on to Catboy Kai. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. It really looks like Catboy Kai is much faster than Grumpy right now, and I think it really was Vettel being really slow in a straight line in terms of straight line speed. And actually Vettel might have a look at Catboy Kai again. But now look, he doesn't have any straight line speed by the looks of it. And that's Catboy Kai into the net P2. And yeah, he's done the move before the braking zone. Slight tap, I would say, from Grumpy, and the train has been reformed behind. Oh no, that's not the right way. Any battle behind? Actually, we might have a battle between Jake Carty and Adrian 6 in that last lap. But no, not yet. Oh, that's so close. That is so close. Oops, no, I want the intervals, not the fast lap. Will we have any other move now? Vettel Can he overtake Grumpy? I really don't think so. Doesn't have the straight line speed to do so. Meanwhile, Jake Arty, can he go on a move? Can he overtake Adrian 6? I don't think he can. Not now, at least. He still has one more opportunity. And he's got a very good exit out of Ascari. Can he make it? He doesn't have he doesn't have ERS available. But the winner of the day, it's gonna be Alex taking the W here at Monza. Dominant showing. It's gonna be Cowboy Kai taking the second spot on the podium, followed by Jacob Reaper. And it's a double podium for the McLaren boys. Then it's gonna be surely Matty or HMFC. No, it's gonna be HMFC in P9. Surely. Yeah, that's HMFC P9. Matty in P10, and that'll be out of the points, sadly. The only driver out of the points. And driver of the day for HMFC. 9 places gained, I think, from the start. I mean, he finished P9 and starting in 18th, so yeah, 9 places gained. And yeah, as Jacob Reaper says, unreal stuff, really unreal stuff. Like, this race was absolute nuts. Like, I really don't understand. We saw some ridiculous things, some glorious things, but yeah, nice to have a McLaren turn in on you. I didn't see that, but you know, if you feel that it's worth of, you know, investigation, then you can report it. So it's Alex taking the win from P2 on the grid, with the fastest lap having led most laps of the race. Catboy Kai and Jacob Reaper with them on the podium, so double podium for the McLaren guys. And then Josh is not gonna complain about P4, especially for his championship charge. Then Adrian 6, very good race. Then Vettel, Jake Arty, Grumpy, Dalbeer, and then HMFC Matty and non-finishers Matt Scientist, Special, GP Greenwood, Nana Beacon, Bowes, Brendan Jody, and B-Boy Worm. And I think that's the end. Kinda like did the race rundown, but migrating host. Okay, now we're done. Didn't have more time to do it anyway, so stewards will be busy. No, I think the busiest week we've had was actually Zenvote last week, so yeah, I actually, like, Monza is not the worst. It's not the worst track for us as stewards. Like, even though when I was, even like in past seasons, or even when I was, you know, stewarding in inside line racing, like, Monza has never been like the worst track in terms of stewarding and incidents. So yeah, good race, very entertaining, even though I've seen some embarrassing things, not gonna lie, but you know, it's gonna happen sometimes, and I believe we're gonna punish this so we don't see it again, because I really don't wanna see like people not giving space to each other again. That's kind of like dirty, so, and I don't like dirty drivers. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. As usual, thanks to our sponsor, Brutal Democracy. And yeah, next week, 7 PM BST, as always, it's gonna be Hanoi. So if you think this was a nut race, then you won't be prepared for Hanoi, I reckon. I've never raced there, but it will be interesting. So yeah, make sure to tune in next week, next Sunday at 7 PM BST, and we'll see you there. So see ya, lads. Oh wait, that's not the right button. I'm an idiot. Alright, see ya, lads.